So what inspired my interest in journalism was I really liked the concept of storytelling. And I thought getting into the major I would learn the skills such as writing. So I knew I wanted to do something in communications. And I figured that journalism would be that perfect aspect because no matter what you do in communications, it starts with a storyline. I'm involved a lot on campus since freshman year. I remember day one I jumped in and signed up for every club I could. I was involved in a lot of political clubs in the beginning, especially with the debate coming to campus, so that was interesting. And I was a columnist for the Chronicle for a while, a political columnist at first, and then I started writing about issues that I thought were pretty prevalent for people of my age or that I felt that students needed to hear about, a kind of with a bit more personal approach, which I found that was kind of more what I was interested in writing. And freshman year, I started working with Hofstra Today, and then I moved up, became a news director for them, then became an associate producer, and now I'm the head producer for this show. And I absolutely have loved my experience with Hofstra Today. I'd have to say it's one of the strongest reasons I'm in the field that I am, and how I got some of the experiences that I've had outside of school with my internships. I think I've landed a lot of that and applied a lot of what I've learned with Hofstra Today to my outside jobs. I got my first officially paid internship at Fox News. I worked as a production assistant for Sean Hannity. So I was in the newsroom, in the control room. I saw how everything went. And then I kind of decided hard news might not be my forte. Not that I couldn't do it, but it just wasn't as creative as I wanted to be. So I switched over to MTV, which is part of Viacom. I worked for MTV to MTVU, and I absolutely loved it. I was a production assistant for them on many different shows, such as Charlemagne and Friends, Off the Bat. I actually got to do red carpet for one of their awards shows called the Trailblazer Awards. I did a lot of work for the research and pre-production for the Woody Awards, which happens every year for them. And there was a lot of other opportunities that happened with that. It actually led to my second Viacom internship with VH1. And there I got to work with You Want to Know artists, which was something I used to watch as a kid. So it was like amazing. It was really amazing to be a part of something I was so interested in. And I got to work on Buzz Morning Live, which was also great. Did a lot of smaller shoots with them. Where I'm currently at now, I'm with MTV's newest media production type company. They're kind of a liaison between other companies. It's called Scratch. And what they do essentially is they do a lot of studies with millennials. So they were responsible for the Super Bowl halftime commercial, Pepsi Smash. They did that not this past, a few years ago. They were responsible for the release of Sundrop, a bunch of different startups or anything connected to millennials. So that's kind of where I'm at now, and I absolutely love it. But time management has been a big part of what I've learned in college that applies to outside. Having to handle full course load, plus all these extracurricular activities and clubs, plus my internships has just taught me what's to prioritize, the things that are the most important or what's of most interest to me. And I love that not only does Hofstra encourage you to get internships and have that outside experience, but they are very helpful in doing so. I know that if it weren't for some of my professors, I wouldn't have been able to get those opportunities in the first place. So I'm incredibly thankful for that. Rather than teaching from a classroom, from a textbook perspective, I think their primary goals, at least for all my professors that I've noticed, is they want you to get out and just do, which is kind of my motto. I don't really like to just read about somebody doing it. I want to go do it myself. Hofstra's just phenomenal in realizing that what you're doing in the university is to help prepare you for outside of once you graduate. So there's a great connection there.